Hello and welcome back to TechNuovo. My name's Steph and today we are taking a look at Dying Like the Beast and if it can run smoothly on the Steam Deck OLED. Now it is a great on deck, Steam Deck verified game, so we wanted to take a look today just to see if it actually runs really smoothly. Let's dive in. So first off, I want to say we are right at the beginning of the game right now. I've just escaped the laboratory that I found myself waking up in, made my way down this hill here, and we got to this lovely view. Now, as you can see, my FPS at the moment is sitting around the late 50s, diving into the 60s, and there is very good reason for that, because this game at the moment, I must say, is running extremely smoothly for the type of game that it is. Now, in terms of graphic settings, let's jump into those very quickly. If we go to the options and across the video, right at the top, you can see window mode. We are playing at full screen at 1280 by 720. If you are going to be playing on your Steam Deck in like portably, then that will be 1280 by 800, of course. HDR for me right now is switched off. Again, you can switch that on your Steam Deck. Vertical sync at the moment is on, but you can switch that off if you want to. Oh, before we begin, I am in the performance mode here. Not that I can change it at the very top, so the quality is set to performance. Scrolling it down slightly, dynamic resolution scaling is off. FPS limiter is off. Upscaler type, I am using FSR, but you have got various different options. TAAU was set to default. XeSS and FSR as an upscaling mode of quality, and an upscaler version of 3.15, although you have got driver default or 2.34. Sorry, 2.3.4 or 3.1.5. Sharpness I've set to 50. I've upped that a little bit. It was 40 or 45 by default, upped it a bit. And frame generation, this is the important one where we're getting the extra frames, which is making this game feel rather smooth. Is using FSR as well. Now, in terms of the frame generation, I have in the past experienced a bit of input lag. I can't really feel much of that here, to be honest with you, and it is handled very, very well. Diving into the performance screen on the Steam Deck itself, if we go to performance, you can see that we have disabled the frame rate limit here. VRR hasn't been enabled. And allow tearing, half rate shading, TDP limit, manual GPU clock is all off. Scaling mode, auto scaling, filter at linear. And yeah, it's absolutely running really, really well. You can notice, I will say, there are times where things aren't looking super sharp, especially around straight objects like that wood, for example. It's not very crisp. Or it's not on my monitor that I'm playing on anyway. I have plugged my Steam Deck directly into my monitor here, and I'm playing at on a 1440p monitor, so that could be why it's being upscaled slightly. But again, I think that's very very minimal for such a smooth running game, to be honest with you. It's, as I say, looking absolutely fantastic, and also playing very, very well as well. Probably won't see much combat at this stage because we are, again, as I said, at the very beginning of the game. So let's make our way down to the chapel, as the objective says, and see what's going on there and see if any combat is involved. So here we go. First bit of combat. We are running at a 47 FPS. You could also, if you wanted to, lock that. If you really wanted to almost increase battery life, because you're not going to need, I mean, you don't need, for a game like this, a single player game, you don't need necessarily to run much past the 40s. But if you did want to get that locked, do that in the Steam menu, and everything should run super smoothly. Okay, so we've got 3. I haven't got any decoys, I don't think, unless there's crafting, and I can craft a decoy. I can't because I've not got any parts at all. Okay. Does that mean it wants me to go and find some parts using my zombie sense, or does it want me to go and fight them? Whoops. What are the chances there's going to be one decoy in here? Oh, here we go. Someone's come to find us anyway. So we are still at 50, which is really good. I don't think I did find a decoy in there, but did I get enough? No. No, I can't. Okay, so we've got 3 we're fighting. I can't remember if there is a kick. Yeah, A. There you go. Okay. So I must say Dying Light isn't as sort of cartoony or as pretty as, say, something like, what was it? Not Dead Island. Was it Dead Island? It was a recent zombie game that came out. But yeah, again, the Dying Light games are pretty decent. I have enjoyed the last 2. Not that I can remember them, Dying Light and Dying Light 2 and something else. And this one I'm hoping is just as good,
to find another way in,
if not better. So of course we've got to go and find another way in and do some parkour because the game is absolutely going to make me go climbing around the ledges. I'm glad that there is no what do you call it? Stamina, like on some games you see. Oh shoot. So right now on this climbing section you can see we are hitting into the 60s. Again, if we were to lock the frame rate into the 40s, we will increase the battery life. Battery is showing at 99% at the moment. It's because it is plugged into my my dock, and my dock is powered. CPU around the 60s, but the GPU is being utilized fully.
Have you reached the monastery?
I'm here.
Okay, good. I'm on my way. In the meantime, try to get the generator up and running.
Generator?
We need to get the power on and secure the building.
Okay, so do you reckon I just do a jump and roll? Is this going to be like a what do you call it? Like a horde mode, where the generator is going to cause so many issues. For some reason, I keep tapping my RB to. One thing I'm not used to is playing with a controller, that's for sure. So yeah, we've done a bit of combat, we've done a bit of climbing, we've done a bit of everything really. We haven't been to a city yet, but we've done a bit of open world movement. And yeah, as you can see, for the most part, Dying Light the Beast is performing really, really well. What was the betting that was going to happen? Everyone just starts waking up now. Because of the generator. So we've got to kill all the infected. And we've got to close. There's a hammer on the floor there as well, so I might go and get that. Look for a new weapon because mine's almost broken. You have got fists as well in this game. Can I have that hammer? I can. Can. Cool. Alright, so I've got to go now around the houses to kill the infected. Bit of stutter there. That has happened from time to time. I believe it's probably just because the game is hitting new loading screens or loading in new sections. Hasn't really affected anything about this game. It's still absolutely... This game is still absolutely playable. and really good. Oh, I used a bandage there. I'll press X to take down a... Oh. That wasn't very silent, but still. There needs to be a bit of an animation or a bit of a sound on enemy deaths, I think, so you actually know you've taken them out rather than mucking about. It's getting very dark up these stairs in the monastery. Looks like the enemies come up for a second wind as well. Are you... You're dead. Oh, my hammer's broken already. Oh no. Why did I use my fist then? Doesn't seem to be as many collectibles in the area as previous Dying Light games, but we are at the beginning, I suppose. So we have got to take that into consideration. And it still wants me to climb to the top. That's the way I came from. So, up to the top. And what's the chances there's going to be a bit of a angry zombie up here? Almost like a boss. Let's get the kick. Bang. See ya. So, there you go. That's a safer way to jump out. Oh, turn on the safe zone lights. I better... Are they up here, are they? They are. So the safe zone lights are going to be the ultraviolet lights, I'm assuming. If these aren't going to work straight away, we're going to have to... Oh no, maybe they are. Oh my goodness. So I thought I'd just click the record button again because a boss fight came about. You can see we are still sitting at the 40s, which is really, really good. Oh my goodness, I'm being mullered. Alright, got beast mode. How is this so hard? Getting absolutely destroyed here. Let's get a bandage on, at least. He's going mental. Oh, he's nearly down though. Execute. And then let's beast mode him. So in these quick time events as well, you can see we are hitting around the 40s. So again, the frame rate during boss fight or something like this, it wasn't bad at all. It does dip when you do get into loading, as I said, and loading in new areas and that kind of thing. But for the most part, it's a game that can really run very, very well. So there we go. That is Dying Light the Beast, a Steam Deck verified game. And I must say it ran very well indeed. But let us know in the comments what you think. I know it is just the introduction to the game that you've seen. It might get a little bit more hectic and prove to be a little bit harder to run. But from what we've seen so far, it has absolutely hit the nail on the head, I think, as trying not to use a pun or anything like that, but let us know in the comments down below. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to keep up with our latest Steam Deck videos. Leave a like if you did enjoy it, and we'll see you in the next video.